What's up, Sports to the Bone family? Shout out to you all. Hope everybody is doing okay. Welcome to another live stream with your host, Sports to the Bone. Hope everybody is up and running and ready to discuss some sports. Right? We know CPL is up and running. We know England and India doing their thing. I think the West Indies ladies are also playing. And the Rising Stars, the under 19, the West Indies under 19 players, I think they would have lost their opening game against the England under 19s earlier today. So we have a couple of things that we are going to be talking about. Jaden Moses here, early as usual, says nice batting from St. Lucia Kings and Guyana Amazon Warriors. All right, DeAndre Blackwood as usual in the building. Bless up yourself, Blackwood. Shout out. All right, so we're just gonna go straight into it, guys. Not sure how many persons are gonna be coming on tonight. Not sure what's gonna be happening with the panel and thing, but we're gonna be working nonetheless. Zin? All right, so I am assuming that most persons would have watched the two games that played earlier today, right? I know that based on the comments that a couple of persons would have put on a video that I did earlier, I know that that the persons are impressed, especially with what Rastan Chase is doing. Yeah, man. Kevin D is saying yesterday I celebrated my 16th birthday, but I was tired because I got my vaccine the day before. Oh, all right, Kevin D. Happy belated birthday, Yeah, man. Happy belated birthday. Hope you would have enjoyed it. Although you see you get a thing and things. So yeah, man. Blackwood is saying Joseph brilliant bowling today. Chase brilliant all-round performance today. Shandapur Hemorrhage making a case to be opener. Where's this now? Lewis, I think it's Kennar Lewis, is an opener and a keeper as well. Yeah, man, Kennar Lewis. So yeah, Blackwood, it was really nice to see Shandapur Hemorrhage going out there and getting some runs. Not very young. I think he's around about 28. You understand? So it's good to see him go out there and get some runs. Very talented guy. So, being able to put some runs on the board is that will definitely put him in the line or put him in the eyes of the selectors. So yeah, man, it was indeed refreshing. Jason Holler, I don't know. Jason Holler is really struggling, guys. He's struggling with his batting and he's also struggling with his bowling. It's really sad to see because we know Jason Holler is a out and out cricketer, all out, a man that gives it his all, but he is just not. He's getting a lot of stick in this year's staging of the CPL. You understand? It's a possibility that he will eventually come good because we know how good Jason Holler is. You understand? And he would have I remember him batting at number 3, number 4, number 5, he has changed his batting position so many times in this CPL thus far, but things just not working for him at the moment. Shea Hope also, he was outdone today. I think he actually returned a catch to the bowler. That is how he got dismissed. You understand? Yeah, man. All right, Kevin D. Blackwood is saying Hemorrhage was hitting clean. Yeah, man. Proper cricket shot. Yeah, he was striking the ball nicely. We're not talking about any whole when they say you throw the kitchen sink at the ball. We're not talking about that. He was hitting the ball cleanly, similarly to how Rutherford looks when he's striking the ball. You understand? So it was good. It was good to see him getting some runs at the top of the order there, and that is a position that the Guyana Amazon Warriors, they would have struggled with over the period of time. Well, since the competition has started this year. They have Mohamed Hafiz. I think he got a 70, but they have been changing back and forth. Brandon King at the top, then they move him down. You understand? So it is definitely good to see him getting some runs. All right. Yeah, man. Naruto Addiction say at Sports to the Bone. Finally in the house. Big up yourself, Naruto Addiction. Always here. Black would say Evan Lewis did well today. Yeah, man. I think Evan Lewis got about 70, if I'm not mistaken. He batted well as per usual. You know, it was a bit it was a bit sad to see how he got out, but he batted really well as per usual. Kevin D said, great to see two century. They both needed it badly because they have been poor lately. And actually, I wasn't even aware that what's his name, Hemorrhage actually got the century. I left before the game finished. I left. I had to go on the road. So when I left, I think he was on about maybe about 60 or something like that. I saw Duplessis century today earlier this morning. I wasn't sure that Shanapa Hemorrhage got the century. Black would say his timing was off initially. All right. Naruto Addiction say Raston Chase 85 and his 64 could carry him to the T20 World Cup. Yeah, man. Raston Chase is doing well thus far. Naruto Addiction. You understand? We have been calling for somebody that will be able to rotate the strike and will be able to take it up a notch and hit the ball cleanly when it is required. And so far, Raston Chase, he has been doing a good job. And it is good to see. It is good to see. Danny Ling say Hemorrhage is performance is good, but I didn't see a space in the World Cup team for him. I don't see a space in the World Cup team for him. But the funny thing about it, Danny Ling, the competition is still early. So if he continues to put up a lot of runs, then we might need to look at that. Because remember now, Danny Ling. All right, so that means your two openers are set in Danny Ling. Because we know Evan Lewis will be opening. So you already have another set opener to work with Evan Lewis. Because Shanapa Hemorrhage is an opener. So if he continues to perform throughout this CPL, what do we do? Do we just turn a blind eye to it? I'm not saying that everybody that performs, everybody that perform will be able to take them, but they should be in the conversation, right? Kevin D saying Naruto Addiction, long time no see. Where you been? Naruto Addiction, guess Naruto Addiction is addicted to the manga, Itachi and all them people. All right, Black would say Smith continues to impress. I heard the commentator saying if he doesn't make the World Cup, then Cricket West Indies should find a way to keep him busy. Fast bowling camp, Kimapa also had a good match. Yeah, Blackwood. I remember hearing. I think it was Ian Bishop that said it. You know, he's thinking that before the end of the year, Cricket West Indies need to stage another fast bowling camp. You understand? Because we have a lot of little fast bowlers around the region going that we need to keep them occupied. Odin Smith is bowling well, good pace, looks good, looks to be a very strong young man. We have a good amount of pacers coming through. Drake's is there, medium pacer, but could be a part of that camp also. So it's actually very good when we're watching the games, to pay keen attention to what the commentators are saying, especially the likes of Ian Bishop. This is a man that he has a lot of good ideas, and usually he usually speaks about them. So it's good when we listen what they are saying. Black would say my reason for taking Kenner Lewis is that he is both an opener and also a keeper. Yeah, man, we know that he's able to keep. So remember though, Lewis, it would depend on if Lendl Simmons keep failing, because remember, Simmons is also a keeper, Puran is a keeper. I mean, well, Kenner Lewis is actually working his way in. So, not saying that he's going to make it over Lendl Simmons, but I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Danny Ling says, Sports to the Bone is a very good look so far. A lot of guys are making a statement. The selection panel will have a headache to select the World Cup squad, and that is good thing. Yeah, Danny Link, it's a good problem to have. You understand? You know, usually so from time to time we battle and we bat and try to find players. So I mean, these are players, they are going up against international players, yes, but some of these players that are in the CPL, they might, a lot of them might not even be able to make their international team. So even though we are getting good performances from them, it's a possibility that they might still struggle when they go. But they were asked to go out and perform, and they are doing they are doing just that. Blackwood, as per usual, reminding the people to like up the stream. We have, well, he said 16, but it's up to 18. We have 18 persons watching and 5 likes. Come on, guys, go ahead and give the video a like so that the algorithm, the YouTube algorithm, can push out the video. So persons who were not notified that we are live, you know, it will come up in their feed. You know, from time to time we go live and a lot of persons are not even aware that we are live. So when you like it up, then the algorithm will push it out. So go ahead and do that for me, peeps. All right, Kevin D said Odin Smith is the fastest so far in the CPL. Yeah, I think he clocked a 143. I think it is Kevin, who said that? Kevin D. Yeah, man. I think he clocked a 143 in a game. I think it was against Trinidad and Tobago Knight Riders. You know, it's a good look. And I think out of the top 5, he might have maybe about 3 of the fastest deliveries, or 4. O'Shane Thomas is there also. But this Odin Smith is definitely doing some work out there. All right, Zahu will say Fabian Allen is the next big thing. Yeah, man, Fabian Allen is doing his thing. And those that were on the live last night, you will remember me saying that since Fabian Allen would have made it big time or would have hit that purple patch, I have never seen him fail before. I think today would have been the only day that he didn't really go out there and fire with the bat. But I agree with you, Fabian Allen is really doing his thing. Naruto Addiction say at Kevin D, I had lost the internet, lots of internet problems. Okay, couldn't access YouTube. All right. Stay humble say I think I heard one of the commentators say we could do with another CPL team just for young developing players so they can get more game time. What do you think? Yeah, stay humble. I didn't actually hear that statement, you know, but that is not a bad suggestion at all, you know. We know 1 or 2 of the young players will make it to the different franchises, you know, but if they are able to get a next one that is solely dedicated to developing players, that would be good. You understand? But then again, Cricket West Indies don't really have the power to do that. It's a franchise thing, and they came out the other day and said that they will do what it takes to win. Each owner is going to do what it takes to win, and they are going to do what it takes to sell their league. You understand? If Cricket West Indies can come up with their, you know, and try to come up with the initiative to get a young team in there, then that would be good. But I don't know if the franchise owners are going to be pumping money in to get in a new team, a young team like that. But it would be a good initiative. Stay humble. All right, so Blackwood is saying 1, Gale, Lewis. All right, so Gale, Lewis, Chase, Puran, Pollard, Russell, Allen, Bravo, Joseph, Cattrell, Hussein, Hetmeyer, Rutherford, Jason Hola, Kenar Lewis. This is the top 15. All right, so Blackwood giving us the top 15 there. Not a bad 15, not a bad 15 at all. Not a bad 15. Zahor says strange pitches in CPL. I wouldn't say strange pitches, you know. It's actually the first time this surface is being played on. And I guess going down into the back end of the competition, they just wanted to see if they could you know, prepare a pitch that would give us some runs and would have something in it for the bowlers. Also, we saw Imran Tayer getting something out of it. Pace bowlers also getting something out of the wicket also. Blackwood is saying reserves still make the flight. McCoy, Kenner, Kesrick Williams, Bishop, Naeem Young, Odin Smith, Shepherd, Brooks, Rampal, Narayan with a question sign. Be careful. Narayan with a question sign. Narayan with a question sign. And Thomas along with Hemorrhage. All right. All right. Blackwood says again, Allen failed today and he also failed yesterday. Yeah. It didn't get anything much yesterday. So I hope it's not something that is gonna be consistent. You understand? Sports Addiction say DeAndre, good team, but I would carry O'Shane instead of Joe. Who is Joe? Joseph. Charles Taylor say Odin Smith, Alzar Joseph, and Ruston Chase should be in the squad. All right. Naruto Addiction say Philo Wallace was saying that they should make Blackwood and Holler bat at 4 and 5 respectively. Totally agree. All right. Pooran should face maximum bars in T20 cricket. He can hit sixes at will. This is something, Zahor, this is something that I would have discussed on this platform at length. Nicholas Pooran should not be facing 2 overs. He's not that type of batsman. Nicholas Pooran is too good for that. You understand? The guy can rotate the strike and he can hit, as you said, he can hit sixes at will. But then again, it depends on how they want to set up their lineup. You understand? Kevin Lee says, stay humble. The commentators meant the T10 in Abu Dhabi. Okay. Somebody say, okay. All right. Levin say, has the squad been selected for the T20 World Cup? Lovens, no, I doubt it. Well, even if they have the players in their mind, they haven't announced it as yet. I think I heard something. I think I saw somewhere that the squad will be announced on the 9th of September. I had said this on the live last night, but I had asked for persons not to quote me. I don't remember if where I saw it, it would have been somewhere that I would consider to be reliable. But I'm almost certain I saw it on one of those websites saying it's a possibility that the squad will be announced on the 9th of September. Blackwood say, I don't think the franchise owners will want to invest in specialized youngsters. Team that would have to be a Cricket West Indies investment. Exactly. Mr. Lover says, Shandapoy Hemorrhage knock today was just as inspirational. Yeah, man, it was a good knock, Mr. Lover. It was definitely a good knock. And this guy Shandapoy Hemorrhage, Mr. Lover has always been advocating for him. I remember even when he was playing in the there's a T20 league that was going on, and I think he was captain in one of the team. Mr. Lover is always giving us reports about his performance and things. So it's good to see him coming through like that. You understand? So it's definitely good. Zahor said there's something about Sheffrin Rutherford feels like a genuine game changer. Rutherford is a orthodox batsman. Hits the ball cleanly. I spoke about him a lot yesterday on the live. I really like him as a player. I really like him. Blackwood is saying Brandon King had a good start today, but got out in the teens. Yeah, man, he started off well, and I was wondering if this is going to be the turning point for him. I was looking at it, and he was looking pretty smooth until he got out. You understand? But I am hoping that he will come good before the end of this tournament. Because when we look at it, my viewers, we need these youngsters to come through, and they need to occupy the slots in the 50 over team, especially the Brandon Kings, the Hetmeyer, the Poorans, the Rutherford. These are the young guys that we need to come and take over the ODI team. Not saying all of them will go in at once, but these are the youngsters that we need to step up. We need these youngsters to step up, you understand, and to show that they are capable of doing this thing. You understand? Yeah, man. So we need these youngsters to step up and to do what needs to be done. All right. As Zahor said, Lionel Simmons' form is concerning for Windies. Very, very much concerning. And that is why it is good to see that a couple of other openers actually doing their thing. I would have indicated on here before, Lionel Simmons is a guy like this, sometimes he will fail and then they go with him, and he comes big in the big game. But at the end of the day, we can't even look at it like that, because it wouldn't really be fair, in my opinion, to really select a man if he's not performing. So we need him to get some runs. Mr. Lover say King was just supporting Hemorrhage to get the 100 today, but I think he lost it. All right. All right, Mr. Lover. Blackwood say Joseph did well with 3 for 27. He's talented. I think he took 6 for 12 in IPL for Mumbai Indians. I don't remember the figures in a Blackwood, but he got a good figure against one of those teams in the IPL. You know, I don't remember if it was 6 or 5, but you know, he had a very good game in the IPL. Lovin say, will Ravi Rampal make the squad? Because he should. All right. We spoke about this on live last night. Ravi Rampal is doing his thing. He's taking wickets. We are advocating for other players to make the T20 squad that are bowling faster than he is, but maybe not taking as many wickets as Rampal is. So we are going to be watching him, Lovins. But as I always say, if a man is performing, then a man needs to get the chance. And going into the CPL, I am almost certain that West Indies were planning to carry Fidel Edwards as a backup. So if Ravi Rampal is doing the work, why not? Quincy say Hemorrhage is a hit or miss. I wouldn't read too much into this 100, but the 100 is there, and not a lot of players are able to score 100. So let us see if he will be able to continue getting good scores. But he has really. I understand what you are saying though, Quincy. He has really proven to be inconsistent. So let us hope that this is a turning point for him. Mr. Lover says Simmons and Holder might lose out if they pick on performances. Yeah, Mr. Lover. Holder has been very much atrocious. His performance is 4-4, and Simmons also. Carl Williams is saying, Sports to the Bone, what do you think about Kemo Paul's performance today? It wasn't too bad, you know. It wasn't too bad. Kemo Paul's performance wasn't too bad. I mean, you know, we are hoping that he will improve. You know, he has a lot of talent. It wasn't bad for him, and especially seeing that, you know, it hasn't been a good campaign for him thus far. So to get a performance in today wasn't too bad. It wasn't a bad performance. Mr. Lover confirming that it was 6 for 12. All right. Loven say, talk about Ravi Rampal, the big old veteran, so good. Yeah, man. I just touched on Rampal, and remember I spoke about Rampal at length yesterday. Stay humble say, what's going on with Holder? Captaincy of Barbados too much for him. Bowling changes questionable. Batting hasn't come good yet, and Hemorrhage went after him today in the over. Yeah, man, Hemorrhage went after him, and I think he took about 20 or something out of it. You understand? But Jason Holder is struggling in all departments. You understand? Batting, bowling, and you know, he has carried out a couple of questionable changes as regards to the rotation of his bowlers. So that is something else that needs to be looked at. Mr. Lover say Kemo Paul was superb today. All right. Zahor said during 2016 and under 19 World Cup, there was a guy called Pope. I don't know if I'm going to mispronounce the first name. Gidran, I think it's Gidran Pope, as the possible next West Indies opener disappear now. Not sure what's happening with him. Blackwood is saying DJ Bravo has picked up an injury. Hope it's not serious. Yeah, he's struggling with a groin problem. And this is something that Bravo would have struggled with before. After bowling, I don't remember if it was about his third over that he was bowling, and he just aggravated it, had to come off the field. You understand? So hopefully it's not too serious. Logan say Rutherford should be part of the squad as backup batsman. Rutherford is definitely doing some work. He's doing some work. So let us see how that goes. All right, Marlon and Mr. Lover is actually waiting. So just give me a second, Marlon and Mr. Lover. I'm just gonna run through a couple of the comments and then I'll jump on. Naruto Addiction say, any thoughts on Versamy Permal and Test cricket? He's as talented as Sandakan at Sri Lanka. I don't know now. At this age, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they are even going to be looking in Versame Parma's direction. You know, the other day in the best versus best game, he got 5. They still didn't use him, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going to happen. Sinclair said Moti bowl well. Yeah, Moti did his thing today. Levin say I would be disappointed if Ravi Rampal don't make it. All right. Levin say you pick guys based on form. Yeah man, yeah man, that's how I have always advocated for picking teams and squads based on performances. You understand? So I don't have a problem with that. Carl Williams is saying, sports to the bone, who would you carry to the World Cup, Akil or Sinclair? At the moment, I would go with Akil Hussein, you know, to be honest. Even though Sinclair would have opened the bowling for us on a couple of occasions, but I would go with Akil Hussein. I would go with Akil Hussein. Zawar said, do you think Carlos Brathwaite on the plane to Dubai? Not at the moment. He hasn't done anything. We all will remember that those 4 6s that he got for us in the last World Cup. But as we speak, I doubt his performances would have warranted him getting a spot on the team. All right, I think I have caught up with all the comments. So let us get in a couple of the guys. We have Marlon from down in Clarendon, and I think Mr. Lover is over there in America. Good evening, guys. How are you guys doing?
Good evening. Well, all is well.
All right, very good. So Marlon, Mr. Lover, you hear me?
Yeah.
Mr. Lover.
Yeah, I'm there.
All right. Oh, Mr. Lover here. A couple of Mr. Lover favorites stepping up, you know, people like Shanapa Hemorrhage, people like Alzari Joseph and Rutherford. These are guys that Mr. Lover, you know, he has always advocated for these guys, you know. And I remember when we were playing the other day, and I think Shanapa Hemorrhage was in. Where was he? Was he playing in the Sri Lanka? Where was he? I think he was playing a league and was captain in the team. And
US.
It was in the US, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, and I think his team ended up winning the tournament. And you are always advocating for him. So it's actually good to see him picking up some form. I understand. So let us see how it will go. Pertaining to Rastan Chase, Marlon, we spoke at length about Rastan Chase last night, and you know it's not only last night. You have been advocating for Rastan Chase. So how pleasing was it to see Rastan Chase go out there and put on another clinical performance, Marlon?
The only thing what hurt me, Lennox, was that I didn't get to see the actual game.
Yeah.
I didn't get his innings.
Never watch it.
Part of Faf innings, and I watched
Mm-hmm.
I watched the power play, and then
Mm-hmm.
I came back to see the bowling performances. I had to step out, but when I saw the score and I saw Chase was not out, and
Yeah, man.
60, I knew it was a brilliant performance, and I saw the score of 225.
Yeah, man.
It was something special.
Yeah, hold on. You saw the innings, Mr. Lover, or you just checked the score?
I saw some clips in between, but I didn't get to see the full innings.
It was a good innings. As I would have indicated on a couple of occasions, I am no genius when it comes down to numbers, but at one point in time, Rastan Chase was striking at over 200. And based on the amount of deliveries that he would have used to get that 60. You understand? Then I think he got 60 off 31 or something like that.
Yes.
So yeah, you understand.
62 off 31.
Go again, Mr. Lover.
62 off 31.
Oh, it was 62. All right. Yeah. So as I said, no numbers, guys, here, but I am almost certain that's 200. 200 and mash.
Yeah.
Right throughout, he was striking at 180, 190, and then he stepped it up to 200. It was very pleasing to see, and I must say, it wasn't actually him walking. You know when classical players come down and walk and lose their shape, I would have seen some things from Sheho. Sheho from time to time comes try to play that sort of innings and lose his shape and get out. It was just smooth batting, Mr. Lover and Marlon. Smooth batting. it was really delightful to see.
Listen,
Yeah.
from last year CPL Lennox, when I watched how the man can stroke his innings and how he went about his business, I was like, listen, we cannot ignore that performance from last year CPL.
Yeah.
So seeing him continue now is more or less what I expected of him and I thought he could have done. No, striking it at 280 is surprising.
Yeah. It's a bit surprising. I had no idea Rastan Chase could do that.
Yes, but the performance in and of itself and the composure he's showing is not surprising to me because I saw a glimpse of that last year, and this is more confirmation that yes, he can do it. So
hold on, Marlon. I think we have who is it? I think we have another person, DeAndre. I just added somebody else to the stream. Is that you, DeAndre? All right, we're not hearing. Continue, Marlon.
Yeah, so I was just saying his performance is what I expected of him. Not in all aspects of it, but it's something that I saw last year that Chase can do. And
yeah.
Looking forward to more of it. And
yeah, man, it has been good thus far. It has been good thus far, and it's very pleasing to see a classical player batting like this. You understand? The likes of Virat Kohli and Kane Williamson, Joe Root, those guys would have showed that T20 cricket, you can go there and you don't necessarily have to be a Pollard or a Gale. You can go there and construct a nice innings, and see we have our own Mr. Rastan Chase doing it. So it's good.
And Lennox, we don't have a player like that. We don't have a player like that, right?
Like who?
The stereotypical batsman in a T20 team. We don't have a player like that. All our players that we have, well, that might be the disrespect to your Puran and probably but a lot of the guys we have are guys who are known to muscle the ball over the boundary.
Exactly.
We don't have somebody who have nice wrist work that would get the ball between cover and point and stuff like that. We have guys who whack the ball through the cover.
And that is why I'm happy to see Mr. Lover's boy coming through. What is his name again? Rutherford. Yeah, man, that is why I'm actually happy to see him coming through. He can hit the ball very well, Marlon, but he is able to work the ball. You understand? So, the 2 World Cups that we would have won, we won them based off power and thing. But we need to improve. We need to improve because, especially when we look at at where we are going to play, you understand? We need somebody that is very risky, as I say, we can. Work the gap and thing like that.
Not only that, the power got us to those finals, but we can't forget that Marlon Samuels was the one who won those 2 finals.
All right.
Exactly.
Every ball. All right. Marlon Samuels' innings was just run. Go, Mr. Lover. I think you have something to say.
Yeah, go on, Mr. Lover.
This is what I have been saying for the last 4 years since that World Cup. Rastan Chase is the second coming of Marlon Samuels.
Well, if I tell Mr. Lover said that and I video them,
A lot of people will disagree with me, but still, I think we should work with Chase as our number 3 batsman for the T20 World Cup.
I agree.
Well, if I should disagree right now, I don't have any evidence to back it up. So I can't disagree because the man is putting out the performance. The performances are being laid out right now. You understand? So I can't just behave like I don't see what the man is doing. He's doing big things and he's putting up numbers, and the technique is good enough, Mr. Lover, to really do what Marlon Samuels did. You understand? So I don't have an issue.
We need that type of player. We have too much of the same type of boundary hitters who aiming for over cover point, deep square. Like we have too much of those players who bat one way. and one mode. A man like Reston Chase is a perfect contrast to some of the guys we have, because from 1 to 6 we have guys who they're just looking over the boundary. From 1 to 6, well, probably 1 to 8, depending on who we play.
Most of them.
Yes.
All right. All on let me read a comment here. All right. So Wilson is saying, I hope not get carried away by Chase. He's not a genius against spin in a tournament like this, and someone prominent in the team allowed to play with a little freedom. But he might not be a genius playing against spin. But who are the other players that are better than him that could play that role? That is the problem. No, Wilson. He might not be the biggest genius, yes, but when we look at other players that could play that role, we don't really see anybody else. So, that is why we are saying that, he might be a good option. You understand?
Didn't we not see when Chase was not in the team, or Shamsi and to a lesser extent George Linda bamboozle West Indies in the South Africa series?
Of course I saw it.
It's not the case where our batsmen are playing spin so brilliantly and Chase will come in there and do a worse job than who is already there. I mean, Adam Zampa is not that bad, but even he did a number on some of the batsmen in some of the games, and we didn't get to see all what the Pakistan spinners had to throw at us. Yeah. So I can't knock Chase on that, because the ones there
they are not doing much. So that is the thing, when we look at something on one side, we have to look at the flip side also, so that is the thing. Mr. Lover, what happened to your boy, Big Rock? What happened to Rock?
Boy, I'm even off to tell you, boy. Can't tell you.
Jaja, I was hoping that Big Rock would go out and get some runs in a man. I understand, but
probably not his season, boy.
This season not all.
Iman Kyle May is having not having a good few days. Well, a while. Those two players are struggling.
Why? I'm not even going to call that man name when we start with M again.
But you see, the thing with Rakim, Mr. Lover, is that Rakim is a player that does not have much versatility to go around.
Yeah.
And if he can't do well in the spot that you pick him for, you cannot rotate him around.
Yeah, he's not versatile.
Yes, the pinch hitting at the number 1 spot is not working anymore. Then put you at number 6. So you tee off in the last 15. It cannot work. He has a limited scope with which to operate in cricket, and that will be to his detriment. In all honesty, a very, very limited scope. So if the pinch hitting don't work for him, I don't know where else he could play. I don't know. So
I have to agree with you, but still, I think he's low on confidence since he got dropped from the test match.
The test team. Could be.
It's a possibility. Hold on there, guys. DeAndre Blackwood is saying that he's talking, but not hearing himself. We're not hearing DeAndre. Blackwood, go ahead if you're hearing us.
He asked that same question in the chat, and I told him no.
Oh, we're not hearing him. Yeah. We're not hearing him. We're not sure what happened to your thing.
His audio is not working.
Yeah, hold on there. I'm just saying this.
Blackwood, but exit and rejoin again.
I forgot to try that. We're not hearing him. Alright, good. We just
right now, I have an 11, but I shot to 2.
For what specifically? The World Cup spot?
Yeah.
The World Cup spot?
Yeah, I have an 11, but I shot to 2. Number 2 and a bowler.
Well, what the bowlers you have? Because for me, the bowling is more or less settled.
The bowlers I have so far, Hussein, I have
for the 11.
For the 11.
All right.
Yeah, man, I'm back. Yeah, continue, Mr. Lover.
For the bowlers, I have Hussein. I have the all-rounders Allen, Russell, Pollard. I'm still thinking about Mario Shepherd. I have him there. And I still have my name again now.
We're going for McCoy.
Yeah, I have McCoy.
Yeah, he's not having the best of CPLs, but you know, we still have to carry him. I think he's still having some issues, you know, with his shin splint and things. So, you know, we are hoping that he'll be able to get it right. You know, he's too talented of a player not to have him in those sort of conditions. I didn't. Yeah, hold on, Mr. Lover.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't hear the batting. I just heard the bowling when I came on.
I only said the bowling. For the batting, I'm still looking for number 2, but I have Evan Lewis at number 1, Watson Chase number 3, Hetmeyer 4, Pooh and 5. I have Pollard, Russell, and Allen to interchange for 6, 7, and 8.
All right. You see, I put together a World Cup winning team.
Of course.
My bowlers are different. My bowlers, DJ Bravo has to bowl in my team.
Oh man, DJ Bravo for bowl. So Mr. Lover, you never have Bravo a while ago?
The thing is, I don't want to work him out in all the matches. So I'm reserving him.
Bravo can't tired, man. Bravo can't tired.
The man just dropped down to do an injury.
There's a lot of mileage on that 39-year-old foot. But listen, this is the last hurrah for the man. Work him till death.
I understand what Mr. Lover is saying, you know. If it is the case that he doesn't get over that injury fully, then we need to monitor him. But if the injury is, if he's not struggling, then we're going to work him till him have to dry him off, I feel, man.
Yes.
Hey, and I'll try to keep my birth between the brother.
Yeah, man, we have to work him till Bravo's run up is not long enough, so it's not a lot of work. And when Bravo is bowling, he does his thing slow and thing, you understand? Let the batsman wait, so he gets a lot of time to rest in between. So once the ground area is not giving him any issue, you understand? We're going to make him bowl till we have to dry him off, I feel.
Agreed. So my bowlers are Bravo, Mackay. I am sticking with Walsh. And probably Oshie Thomas or Cottrell. One of the two.
Cottrell shouldn't go to the World Cup. Cottrell should not go to the World Cup.
Where you going? You're going to carry Odin to me?
Make your case why. Make your case.
Yeah, Mr. Lover, go on, make you hear.
Cottrell, wayward bowling, straight down the leg side most of the times. Number 2, he's bowling too short. Almost 4 out of 6 balls in each over he ball short or back of a length. You need him to get the ball up a little more.
So, who is the quick pace that you're going to carry? Who is the quick pace you're going to carry? Remember, O'Shane Thomas might play the first 2 games and just all over the place now. He's not a managed player can buckle on and say, all right, this man is definitely going to bowl well. So if we don't have O'Shane Thomas, who is the other quick pace that you're thinking, Mr. Lover?
I have McCoy, I have Shepherd, and then in the reserve, I'm working with Joseph, Paul, and Odin Smith.
All right, so
and the boy Young.
And Naeem Young. All right, so the soldier not seeing the plane any at all.
No, he might be there as a reserve player, but he's not making.
Let me tell you why I have a little affinity for Cottrell.
Yeah,
because Cottrell take wickets in the power play. Cottrell have a knack for taking it in the power play. The death bowling is
when him come back a problem.
Yes, but Cottrell have a knack for taking wickets in the power play. And honestly, I think with the wide variety of bowlers that West Indies has, Cottrell could bowl 2 overs alone, and you don't give him a complete 4 set.
Thank you.
But his ability to take wickets in the power play.
Yeah.
And that is why
I am always worried about the second spell, the next 2 overs that you will come on and bowl in over number 16, 18
16,
thereabout.
18, 19.
Yeah, thereabout. Problem.
Let me
Problem,
say
you
this.
understand?
Let me say this. I saw the two youngsters, Joseph and Paul Ball today. And I think if they continue doing like what they did today, it's going to be hard for Cottrell to make that World Cup.
But Mr. Lover, you didn't see them ball the previous day.
But
When I think
yeah.
I think it was against Trinbago. When they took like 20 off Kima Paul and about 15 off Alzari.
Well, the 15 of us are in that badge. We see 20 something come up for 1 over already.
Yeah, the man, you see, that is the thing, you know. You see, if they are able to continue, but these guys are very inconsistent. Joseph and Kimo Paul, two of the most talented bowlers we have in the region, but where consistency is concerned, they need to get it right. They need to get it right. Alzari Joseph is now 24. Kimo Paul is what, 23, 24?
Yeah, about the same age.
Yes.
All right, yes. So they have to get it right. Just like O'Shane Thomas is 24, they have to get it right. If you are going to be a professional cricketer, you know, 24, you have to get it right, man. When you have a poor run of farm, we can understand that. But at 24, we shouldn't be looking at you to be breaking through. We should say, all right, you're having a poor run of farm, we're going to drop you. But at 24, you should already announce yourself and you know, you might hit a bad patch and we'll drop you, but you shouldn't be looking to break through. If you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Lennox, especially as a bowlers, because bowlers have a shorter shelf life.
All right.
Like, batsmen could go until the 34, 35 there about. Bowlers have a very short shelf life. The things that you see Jimmy Anderson and Stuart
very rare
guys doing, those are companies.
Very rare. Not a lot of guys are willing to put in that amount of discipline and to adapt to a certain lifestyle. You understand? Yeah, not a lot of guys will do that.
And not only that, you guys have been fortunate to not break down either. So you need bowlers after fire quicker than batsmen, in all honesty, because their career, especially fast bowlers, have a shorter shelf life. And one injury could derail a fast bowler's career.
Sure.
Yeah, Mr. Lover.
These guys at 24 need to be performing better.
Yeah, Mr. Lover, you were saying?
I was saying I'm working with Joseph because I think he can be one of those dark horses in West Indies team for the World Cup if he's picked in the 11. Based on the performance in the IPL, and you're going to the UAE for the World Cup.
But the IPL has been a while. But the IPL has been a while back, Mr. Lover, man. A long time back, man.
I know. But the thing is, which West Indies bowler right now has that record other than a spinner, which is Sunil Narine, of 6 wickets for 12 runs?
Yeah, the records might not be there, but you know what you see the problem is if he's able to continue on a good trend throughout the CPL. I always like to work with records, but you guys know how I do my thing, you know. I like to go off current performance, but I understand what you're saying. So you're saying that you will probably be able to understand the conditions and what is necessary. That's what you're saying, Mr. Lover? All right, I hear you.
You see,
all right.
I'm looking at this squad right now, Lennox. The squad on the screen, my final 11. The man
hold on. All right, so this one that is on the screen now is from Nikimo Jacobs. Yeah, Marlon, go ahead.
Gail need to open. I think that discussion probably need to be had, in all honesty. For the reason that it gives him more time to settle in, as opposed to at number 3, where you might come in with 5 overs already gone. So I think that conversation need to be had with Gail. The number 3 spot to me is a little bit iffy, in my opinion.
We need to make some runs, though.
Yes, I am very iffy with him. In my honesty, I would not carry Rampal. I would not carry Rampal at all, because the age and everything else. I think we could find younger bowlers more effective. I think probably even Fidel probably is more effective than Rampal, if you ask me.
I think they are looking at the wickets column. I think that is what is getting a lot of them, a lot of the persons, sort of jittery or sort of happy. They are looking at the wickets column.
Yeah, I personally wouldn't carry Rampart. That is just my thing. But
all right.
You see, Lennox, I am very worried about Puran's performances of late. And why I say that is I have not been impressed with a performance that man has played in a long time. You see, over the stretch of the white ball series that we had, I count 2 innings that he played that people were pleased with. But you know why I discount those innings, Lennox? They were innings, they were runs in low scoring encounters, chasing. One of them was Australia, that low scoring game. And then the next one that was against, I think, South Africa, another low scoring encounter. Like we're chasing 100 and something, 130 something runs. And that's where his runs are coming from. In my opinion, those runs that's not good enough. Every innings I watch him play, when either we were setting runs or we were required to chase a respectable
big
target,
score.
He has scored. And that's why I'm very concerned with him.
I remember you bringing up this point, saying that we need to see him getting some more consistency, and that is why I was actually calling for Puran to bat earlier in this Guyana Amazon Warriors team to start to shoulder some of the responsibilities. I know we have 2 international players, Hafiz and Malik, and those 2 guys, but I personally Puran needs to bat at 4 or 5 in this Guyana Amazon Warriors team. I see him coming in at 6 and 7 and can't work like that. I would have hit my at 3 and Puran at 4. You understand? 20 overs is not a lot of overs, and these guys are good cricketers. Good cricketers. So we need them to spend time at the crease, and I think in spending time at the crease, Marlon, he will work himself back into shape. You understand? Him coming in and just going trying to make 30 off 15 ball, or he's better than that, in my opinion. I think the first step that needs to be taken is to get this youngster batting a little bit earlier. I think that is the first thing that needs to be done.
I definitely agree with you.
What's happening with Hetman? I think he has 3 half centuries, and he would have failed in the last 2 games, I think. What happened today with Hetmeyer? Because I actually went on the road before the game finished. Hetmeyer batted.
That sounds so man.
No, seriously, Mr. Lover. I went on the road.
He did not get off. He did not get off.
How much he got?
I didn't think he passed 20. If he passed 15, that much.
Oh, so he didn't score much.
No.
He didn't score much. As I said, when I left, Chandapai Hemorrhage was still there, and who was there with him? I think who was there with him? Was it Brandon King still? I left that game pretty early, I left that part pretty early, so I wasn't sure.
Hetman never back to them, man.
Yes, he didn't bat today.
He didn't bat.
Only King.
No, did not bat today.
Only King, Pressure Malik bat.
Oh, because when I left, Chandapai Hemorrhage would have already made a 50 and was going on, and King was there still. So I was wondering how many batsmen it took to get that small total. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, they won by 9 wickets. Hemorrhage had a century. Yeah, Hemorrhage had a century.
105.
King made.
He got 105.
Yes.
All right.
So.
Yeah. I was wondering.
Wasn't necessary.
Yeah, and why I was wondering because I heard that Hemorrhage got the century, so I was really wondering, how many more people would I take to get the little 30 odd runs where I needed. Not even 30, because when I was leaving, Brandon King already got maybe, I think it was about 12 or 13, so that's why I was asking.
And he got 19 in total.
All right, so yeah. And hold on, Blackwood. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's happening. Blackwood, why Blackwood try come on and we're not hearing it at all. I'm not sure what's happening with the mic up with the mic thing on your phone at all. Yeah, Blackwood is saying that Pooran is vice captain and our keeper, but he needs to step up. Definitely needs to step up. Needs to step up. You understand? And as I said, the youngster is too talented to be playing halfway cricket. We can't. I'm not really depend that.
Listen to me.
No,
I think we should take away the wicket keeping responsibilities from Nicholas Pooran and play him as an all-round. You hear me?
Yeah, you're chipping up, but we got we heard what you were saying. So you're saying that they should take away the wicket keeping job from him and play him as out and out batsman.
Yes, sir.
So who do we give the gloves? The problem is, they are trying to
we don't want to put.
They are trying to use one man to fill two positions, because he's that good. Yeah. So who would you use, Mr. Lover? How would you go about that?
The only other wicket keeper batsman I've seen performing right now is basically Devon Thomas and Andre Fletcher.
Oh, them two man in there so yet, man. Them two man in there. I mean Fletcher. Oh.
And I think they'll probably choose Spiceman before Devon Thomas.
Yeah, man, I might choose Spiceman. Even though Spiceman got a couple of games against Australia and it didn't work out for him. Even though I think they broke his momentum when he got 230s and then they dropped him for nothing at all. Yeah, that broke his momentum. But I am not convinced with his batting. I just don't like his technique. When he tee off, he plays very well. But especially in over, if he bats out the power play and reach 8 or 9, 10 overs, and I said this last night, I can't see him really getting runs. That is the problem that I have with him. When it is his day, he will perform. You understand? So I see what you're saying, Mr. Lover, but I don't know if getting in. I don't know because first thing Fletcher would open then, right? If you're playing him.
Yeah.
He has to.
Yeah, because Fletcher can't bat no else in the other end. That's the problem.
And I think we have a dilemma, Lennox, with the lack of with Pooran performing not so good and him being the wicket keeper. We have a big dilemma on our hands because if not him, it would be Fletcher in my opinion. And I don't think they're looking at Devon Thomas. That is just my humble opinion.
Yeah, I not think so. I not think so. And you see,
there.
And have same.
Yeah, chip out, Mr. Lover.
Also,
Jaja. Why your internet provider not work with you at all?
Yeah, whoever the provider is in the States, they need to speak.
Yeah, them a fight against you. Yeah, you have to go get one of Marlon planning. Mr. Lover, you hear me? Yeah.
I was saying they still have Lendl Simmons.
Yeah, but that is the problem, Mr. Lover. I was just about to mention that Simmons is not making any runs. So you say if Simmons was making some runs, then it would be an easier decision for us. But he's not making the runs, man. That is the problem.
But wait, Simmons is a wicket keeper?
Yeah, man, Simmons is a big time wicket keeper, man. Good wicket keeper. Good wicket keeper. Oh, you don't know that, Marlon? Good wicket keeper. Keeping a whole heap of games to West Indies too.
I never watched him keep.
Marlon,
that man, him bowl good medium pace. Good wicket keeper.
Yes, I know the medium pace. I've seen medium pace, especially in
that man is
in 50 over. But I've never seen a wicket keeper.
That man is a better wicket keeper than a lot of the wicket keepers that the West Indies have going around right now. Here, Mr. Lover can tell you that man is a better wicket keeper than a lot of who we see going around right now. But because he has always performed with the bat, and since recently they have Pooran, they just make him because he's good in the outfield also. So they just make him bat and feel. But he's a good keeper. So if he was making some runs, then that would have been an option. Remember when Sunil Narayan came in and was turning the ball all over the place when Ramdin wasn't performing, Simmons was actually the man that was able to come in and keep, and it's not easy to keep to Sunil Narayan. Hold on, I saw a question, oh, see it here. Question, Sports to the Bone and panelists. Why is Sunil Narayan playing CPL and he doesn't want to play for West Indies? I think he really does not trust West Indies cricket board anymore. I don't know if it is the cricket board. It is the eyes of the ICC, the hawk eye of the ICC that are zoomed in on him once he's playing international cricket. That is the problem. But if I remember before the I think it was the Australia tour, and the Sri Lanka tour that went on the other day. He had indicated that because the IPL had cut short, he didn't get a chance to finish working on himself, so he's not yet confident. So let us hope that throughout the CPL, he will get in enough work that he will be confident enough to play. That is what he had said. Pollard had said that. Narayan told him that, and the selectors, that he is not as confident because he didn't get a chance to finish the IPL to work on his action. So seeing that he's playing all the CPL games, let us hope that at the end of the CPL, he will be confident enough with his action to represent us once again, if they ask. I don't know if I don't know if Marlon and Mr. Love have anything to say about Narayan.
Listen, Lennox, as far as I'm concerned, nothing here to see. Not a story. In my opinion, if he was a batsman, then I'd be concerned and
all right,
open arms over him not representing us. Nothing here to see. I think we have competent spinners. I think Walsh,
Hussein doing his thing.
Nothing here to see. Fabian Allen, nothing here to see. I don't think West Indies will miss him. I don't think he will add any dimension to the team that we are lacking. As far as I'm concerned, surplus to requirement. Nothing here to see.
Where's Mr. Lover? Give him a seat on the plane. Why them a beat Mr. Lover bad over the boy? Yeah. All right. Danny Ling said Fletcher not in the squad for me. World Cup team better use Kenner Lewis. I'm not impressed with his batting one bit. I'm not impressed with Fletcher, but you see the problem also, guys. I know Kenner Lewis, I know Kenner Lewis, and that is all I will say. I know this man from down Westmoreland there. Yeah? That is all I will say.
You can't throw the innuendo like that and then leave it as is. You have to say something.
All right. You see the same thing that we are worried about with a lot of our batsmen, especially Fletcher.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe not Fletcher, because Fletcher will bat deep and his strike rate might not go as high as we want it. But Kenner Lewis is not the most consistent batsman. You understand? So he has gotten an 89. I think he got a 40 something. So let us see how he will perform throughout the rest of the tournament. Let me put it that way. Let us see how Lewis will perform. It would be nice to have him, especially seeing that he can do a little thing behind the wicket. But let us see how he will perform.
No, Lennox, no. That is not even an option. The catches that I saw drop.
Hold on, yes sir.
That is not even up for consideration. Listen, Lennox, the commentators were a little bit mean, Lennox, because what Simon Dewey was saying, this is the biggest wicket keeper we've ever seen.
Exactly. Marlon, I saw some straight ball just coming and hitting Kenner in the chest like this. Boom, boom, boom.
Lennox, it was not good look. But the funny thing is, Barbados tried it a few days later, and as the Khan young man.
Think they had gotten injured, What his name? Shehope got injured, and Azil Khan.
I don't remember the first name, but no, I know it's Khan.
That guy that from Pakistan that he bats very well. Oh dear Lord.
So I guess Kenner Lewis is the second biggest wicket keeper going around.
Yeah, it was and I think let me say for those who didn't see it, you didn't miss much. That is all I will say. For the viewers that didn't get a chance to see those two guys, they didn't miss much. But seriously no, if Kenner Lewis is able to put up some runs, then he might be in with a shout. You understand? Might not be the most consistent, but the fact that he would be batting in the power play, Marlon and Mr. Lover, that might work in his favor, because batting in the power play, he might be able to get a quick 30 off a quick 50 off a 15 or so deliveries, and then maybe push on and get some runs. But generally speaking, you see, just like a couple of persons pointing out that we need to keep an eye on Rastan Chase to see if he will continue. I think we not only need to keep an eye on Kenner Lewis, we need to keep 6 eyes on him. That's what I will say.
But the thing is, Lennox, to your point of lack of consistency, I think he's 29 years old. For the potential he's shown thus far in the CPL, at 29, for him not to have been in the West Indies setup, something is wrong.
All right. This is a guy that dominates at the regional level at 50 overs every now and again. It's not like he's a new man. He's not a new man. So those who are heads and shoulders about him, let me tell you, he's not a new man. I will say that he's not a new man.
The T10 also, and he had a few notable performances in the T10 that I heard. I didn't watch any, but I saw them talking about it on Sportsmax. So he has been around. They're about. So I would be to say I was one of them who was impressed with some of the performance. No doubt about it. But like you say, the consistency.
And you see why we might, as soon come Mr. Lover, why we might not be able to knock him, why we probably should knock his opening thing too much, Marlon. We are in search of openers, and in all honesty, Simmons, Fletcher, and Gale over the last couple of games, not the most consistent. So if we can get a man to come in and score a 40 every now and score a couple of 40s, and we know Lewis going to do his thing, it might be an option. I don't know. Yeah. What do you think, Mr. Lover?
That number 2 opening spot with Evan Lewis, I think it should go to either Thomas or Lewis. Or unless they play Shandapal Hemorrhage and take the big gamble.
Yeah. But Shandapal Hemorrhage is a hit or miss man too,
Thank you.
Yeah. That is the problem. We have a lot of talented cricketers in Marlon and Mr. Lover, but the man hit or miss too much.
Listen, West Indies has given Shandapal Hemorrhage a good run in 50 over cricket. It has not paid off. He has gotten his chances in 50 over cricket. And you know which other players? You see, some players are very fortunate in Lennox. Because Rovman Powell is one player that West Indies has tried with over the years, even more than he has deserved.
Listen, well, I tell Marlon, I don't rate the man none at all in a Virgin.
Lennox, none at all. Not one bit. Listen, on the program, some people call Bravo a Brian Lara lookalike. Listen, I don't want
Russell.
You said it, not me.
But me must say the man, but we all know that the two guys are from the same place, and Russell is his hero. And we could see it, especially, it's not that obvious now, but when it just came out, the hairstyle, the movement, everything. I have been looking at this guy from he was going to college, I remember watching him in Intercal and all of that, but maybe something wrong with my eyes, Marlon and Mr. Lover, but I can't see what people actually see now.
Listen, West Indies try with him. West Indies listen, him and John Campbell. Listen, those guys have gotten so many lives from West Indies. For them not to turn out well,
it's
really disappointing, honestly. And even from a Jamaica cricket perspective, it was guys
very much so
chances. And let's go back to the controversial small island bias that is always been. Some said Kitty, they would have never gotten that much chances.
Yeah, that is. Mr. Lover, we define the point there. What do you think about that, Mr. Lover? What do you say? Real talk that.
Real talk, my brother.
Especially Rovman Powell. More so than
Are you
John
that
Campbell.
one?
Paul has gotten so
You
many.
know how long John Campbell forget Jap?
I am telling you guys, you see, when I was calling for him to be dropped, you know, us Jamaicans, we have this thing that we love to say bad man. And people probably look at it and say that the man is Jamaican and I am bad man and thing. Mr. Lover and Marlon, I've been looking at this guy from he was attending Taki High School down there in down there in oh wait there, down in St. Mary's side there. Yeah, down them side there. And I am telling you, you see the same classical and the same pretty this and the same pretty that. It has always been like that. You hear me, I tell you? From schoolboy cricket come right up. It has always been like that. So I don't know what they are waiting. I don't know if they are waiting on him to just transform, but he has always been this type of cricketer. You hear me, I tell you? That's why when I saw him getting so many opportunities, I was saying it's time now, because I know what I am saying. It was just time for them to drop him. You hear? So they can't stay there wait on miracle.
Stick on that now. Stick on that.
Relax. I feel like
Hold on, Marlon. Yeah.
You see, since you said that, how about we do this now? With what I'm seeing so far in the CPL from Evan Lewis, I think he has the ability to go into the test squad.
You see, I am now wondering if, well, I have always wondered about this. I know the requirements and all of that, and I am wondering if Lewis really want to play test cricket, because it looked to me like if Lewis bat for 15 overs him start struggle. You ever notice it, Mr. Lover? Where batting is concerned and technique, I think he would be able to manage it. I don't think his technique is a problem.
You mean struggle?
The problem is stamina.
Yeah, physically. No man, not batting wise, you know. Not batting wise.
The only problem Lewis would have is stamina and fatigue.
Yeah, that once Lewis bat and reach over number 12 or 15, him always look burnout and start hold him side like him have cramps and them sort of thing.
Did you notice that happened today?
Yeah, it happened again.
It happened today.
But Mr. Lover, where his batting is concerned, I don't have a problem. I think I don't really have a problem with his technique. And he would just need to know how to temper his aggression, right? I would have named a lot of openers. Sharma, see how Rohit Sharma make 120 today and give away a hand, right? But me just use him, not say it's the same class of player, but it's the same sort of attacking player. Rohit Sharma, David Warner, the whole of them man there. You understand? And it's just that they need to know when to attack and when to defend. And his game is technically good. You understand, Mr. Lover? So I don't have a problem with you suggesting it. I'm just wondering if batting over 15 to 16 overs, if he would be able to cope. That is my problem, Mr. Lover.
I heard you, bro.
Yeah, but technically, I don't have an issue with him. You understand? I see other players play for West Indies that are not as technically good as he is. So I don't have a problem with his technique. I'm just worried. But I remember in 2019, you know, Phil Simmons and the other guys actually dropped Evan Lewis when he was a top run scorer for us, you know, and saying that he wasn't fit, you know.
Yes.
And I was saying that, boy, isn't this showing up our cricket? If you are saying that you are building a thing based on fitness, and the man that is not able to pass the fitness test is the top runs getter, what is this saying about our fitness, our fitness test and all of that? You understand? Not saying that they should throw him in, you know, because, you know, seeing him back now, it is proven. You understand that? But where the shorter format is concerned, I don't know if Lewis should be dropped based on fitness because he's performing. But if we are going to roll him over into test, I think it's going to cause a problem. Mm-hmm.
My overall opinion on that is that Lewis is not a spring chicken. Lewis is a seasoned veteran.
I think he's at 29, you know.
Yes, nothing. He is 29. I mean, if he wanted to play red ball cricket, I think he would have made the step in that direction already.
All right.
Like,
and
in cricketing terms, the man is 50 years old.
All right. And at this age, Marlon, most players at 29, 30, most players are looking to secure some franchise contracts instead of bending over backwards a West Indies
And-
test team. You hear? My son away, but that is the truth. You hear?
And Lennox and the IPL come back again. IPL contract.
All right.
So, anybody who has any dream or any pie in the sky idea of ever losing the test team, throw that away. The IPL
that is the problem.
Probably the Big Bash will come again. Probably 100 will come. Listen,
he will get a chance to fail in at least every franchise league at least once. Based on how he would have treated Australia, Sri Lanka, and who was the next team that we played just now? Pakistan. We played Pakistan. South Africa.
yes.
Based on how he would have performed, Marlon and Mr. Lover, I think all of these franchise teams, they are going to offer him a contract, and if he fails throughout each of them, I think that would have been enough money for him. You hear me, I tell you?
Yes.
Hold on, there's a question here for you, Mr. Lover. Jacobs is asking, Sports to the Bone, can you ask Mr. Lover this question? Why he doesn't want Sheldon Cottrell and Walsh Jr. win games too? I believe I will put him over Jason Holler for that last over. I think he's asking why. Yeah, you hear me, Mr. Lover?
Yeah, me here.
So basically, he's asking you to explain why you wouldn't bring Sheldon Cottrell, and if you are bringing Jason Holler, he's thinking that Cottrell should go over Holler.
Holler is not in my 11 for the World Cup. That's the first point. Number 2, Holler balls with more economical rates than Sheldon Cottrell. Number 3, Holler balls on target, while Sheldon Cottrell is most of the times wayward. That's all.
All right, Jacob. So that was Mr. Lover reply. Clifford is saying, Sports to the Bone, I think quite a few of the West Indies players can bat for long periods. And it is two ways.
You heard me?
Oh, he said can't.
Hold on. Blackwood.
Yeah, man, you heard me?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Finally.
Okay, good.
Finally. Hold on. I'm going to make this point, and then I think you might have a couple of points that you want to lay out. But let me just make this point. This person say most of West Indies batsmen are not able to bat for long periods of time. And it goes two ways. For some of them, it is because of just not being able to occupy the crease and be disciplined. And then the next part would obviously be fitness. You understand? And
you see, are just not good enough either.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They are not able to occupy the crease because they are not good enough. And they are not. When we say they are not able to occupy the crease, that is me dressing it up. It simply mean them not good enough. For them can't occupy the crease long, them not good enough to bat long, right? And then the fitness is the next issue. You understand? You know who has always been in good physical shape, apart from Jason Holler, always in good shape, Blackwood, and Shea Hope. Shea Hope has always been in good shape, And the other day I heard Ian Bishop talking about it, saying that, on several occasions, when other teams finish when the other players finish training and would have gone in, on several occasions they would have seen Shea Hope out there doing his personal workout. And that is the sort of elite mentality that we want. It's just too bad that his runs are not piling up in Test and T20, but I think the attitude is right, where his fitness is concerned. Yeah, Blackwood, you are here with us. Finally, you are here. Always commenting and always doing a thing and supporting, but finally we have you on the line. So, what is the first point you want to go ahead and lay down for us?
Well, for me, it's a spot for the opener. Still contemplating, But I haven't been following Kenner Lewis' previous career, so I don't really know of his form. But I'm thinking about him and Devon Thomas.
Yeah.
For the backup keeper and opener, I think Chris Gayle is naturally who he is. So to keep him to force him to be a number 3, I think it's a waste of time because Chris Gayle has always been a power play type of person, So I said, why not put him back? And that's why I put it on my list. And why not have Gale and Lewis open, and give Chris Gale a maximum time to do his thing and stuff. And if it doesn't work out with Gale, we can try another opener. Well, Spiceman, boy. I think Spiceman, I'm gonna make this work up here, one.
And hold on, and you see that just to add to the point that you just made, Blackwood, pertaining to Chris Gale, right? We are trying to fit him. We are trying our best to fit him in. But you see, based on how Gale has adapted his cricket now, he's sort of costing us because he's playing the type of game to come and get himself in. And we don't have time for that because the power play would have already gone and he's coming in after that. So for him to then come in and soak up some deliveries to get in, that is sort of backward. So if it is the case that they want to try with him at the top of the order, that would be the best option. But getting him at number 3, especially when the power play is already done, I don't know. I don't know at all.
Oh, well, I think Chase is good in terms of that after power play period. Yeah, that's I put him on 3 and Pura on 4.
4.
Chase naturally classical. Nice driving the ball nicely. The first boundary today, it was a nice shot in the corner, a nice wrist work. So and guys that are technically sound in those middle overs because there'll be men on the boundary. So one guy that can find the gap and have some technique. Rotate the strike as well. Can tap and run a quick single here and there, and rotate the strike. Because I think today just talking about the dot ball ratio. St. Lucia Kings today had a very, very good dot ball ratio today. A lot of apart from the boundaries, a lot of singles. I think it was 26 dot balls they had in this innings. I know West Indies now have 50, 60
40, 50 up there.
Right. So I think Chase in the middle order and Puran. Puran had a bad IPL and he did the 3 series wasn't all that good, but I think we can still try him with a World Cup. Put him at 4.
No, he's there now.
There's no doubt.
He's there. Okay.
We are saying I think spot is safe. We don't know, but beyond any reasonable doubt, Puran is on the pitch. And he's in the 11, at least for the first time, in my opinion.
Okay.
I think they leave him enough in the squad to give him benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, he has done enough to keep his spot. But I think you still need to bring like a Devon Thomas as backup keeper. I will still need to have a opener. I know for the bowling, we're good at the bowling, but we need to have a backup owner, backup keeper, like just in case Puran don't fire, and whoever bats with Lewis, and just in case they don't fire, we need to have Pollard and Chase and Puran. I'm thinking well, Pollard and Chase in the middle order, and stuff. So it's the opener position is really, I forgot to mention Hitmire. Hitmire was trying to play the anchor role in the last series again. So
he was trying.
Right, so I'm giving him problem. His talent is just about the consistency. So I would say Pollard, Hitmire, and Puran is in the middle order, but we need an opener. We need a proper keeper. That can bat well and not let the boys. Want the boys to run away and drop catches and all that thing.
It would be Lendl Simmons if his batting comes on. He's actually an excellent keeper.
Oh, he's a good keeper.
His batting is up. Yeah man, top class keeper. Okay. Yeah man, top class keeper, man. The only reason why Lendl Simmons didn't keep for West Indies in a lot of ODI games, is because they were using Ramdin and thing. But Simmons is an excellent keeper, man. Very, very good keeper.
Okay.
So if he's
keeper then.
Yes, once he's getting some roads, man, Simmons can keep very good. Very
well,
very
as I said, Simmons will come good eventually, So if you're comparing Simmons with Thomas and and the other keepers.
Fletcher.
Yeah. He would be higher, much higher in the picking order for the keeping, and that eventually he will come good on the day. So if we have Gale open with Lewis and probably have him somewhere in the mix. Well, I think Chase has been really doing well. I think I want to see him up there like 3.
Yeah, man, it would be nice.
Yeah, and maybe my 4, 4 and 5 and 4 and 6, something like that. I think that could work. And if it doesn't work out, now we have backup players for Gale. If you don't fire, and we have a backup keeper in Devon Thomas.
Yeah.
For the home, Hemmer has been around for a while. That's the thing about it. Yeah, some of the guys performing now, and as I said before, they have a bad history. So you see one or 2 innings and you get excited, but at the same time, I think we have to see the entire CPL. But I'm not sure when the World Cup squad will be announced. That's the thing.
Yeah, that is the thing. I'm not sure. As I would have said, I heard the 9th, but I want to wait. I'm not sure. So Mr. Lover usually have good information, and Mr. Lover is saying that it's sometime next week. I think it might be the 9th. I think so.
Okay.
But the funny thing about that, though, you see, we're gonna get a couple of good performances down the line, and then we're gonna say why they didn't carry these players. You think a joke that is gonna happen,
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. That's because it's still a slick and farm, a lot of guys will get on, you have Hemraj,
Exactly.
General Lewis, whatever. But at the same time, as I said, these guys may not be consistent for the entire CPL, Right.
Listen,
I mean, some of these guys been around for a long time. Like Hemraj played for Austin before and they dropped him, and stuff like that. So it's not like, it all depends on how the selectors will look at it.
Yeah, hold on. Mr. Lover.
Okay, this is what I'm saying now, before my battery die. And my last point. West Indies will work with 18 confirmed squad members and about 7 or 10 reserves. So who don't make the 18 will more likely go on the reserve list.
So you say more than likely 18, and then the reserve.
Around 7 to 10 reserve, yeah.
Oh.
All right. One final question before your battery go. And as soon end to guys. As soon end in the live, because I don't want my battery to cut off in the middle of the thing. Mr. Lover, what are your thoughts on what's his name? Hetmeyer opening the innings. This is something that
I would give it a go.
Yeah,
He did it once and he looked good, although he had a shot coming, but he looked good at opening in the one match I saw him.
Technically he's good enough, and this is something that I would have heard a lot of commentators just throwing it out there. So I just wanted to ask you guys what your thoughts on it. And a player that is able to bat at number 3 and bat so good at number 3.
Personally, I would be more open to trying him as a opener in the test than I would be in the T20.
In the T20?
Yes, I would more try him as a test opener as opposed to T20. That's just me. I really wouldn't mess with him as a opener.
As there.
In the T20.
All right, so you'll leave him at the middle order. All right.
Yes, I would leave him where he is. But I would experiment with him as an opener in the test.
And you see, anywhere we take it, Marlon, and I think Mr. Lover gone or DeAndre gone.
Yeah, Mr. Lover gone.
Oh yeah, like in battery. You see, anywhere we take it, Shimron Hetmeyer, this guy must not turn 25 or 26, and is not playing red ball cricket for West Indies. That is what I see. He's what now? 24.
Yeah, I think he might have a few hundreds for us in red ball,
Yeah, man. I think he has about man. He have 500 in 50 overs. I think his highest runs. I think his highest runs in Test cricket is maybe 90 92, 90 something.
Yes,
Okay.
high 80s, no centuries
Yeah,
in
no,
red ball.
yeah, he got in the 90s. He got in the 90s.
Yes.
But this guy here needs to be playing cricket for West Indies. Whatever the issue is, why he's not playing, it needs to be solved. West Indies is the only cricket team we have the best young talents coming through, and we don't have them representing at the international level. You know, to the as how we would want them. That is what I'm going to say. And we say we know what West Indies is asking for. We know what cricket West Indies is asking for, and we know that some of it has to do with the players. Some of the players need to go out there and do what needs to be done. But I don't think we need to give up on the players. You understand? That is what I'm thinking.
And
you know,
you see the thing when and I don't know if this is where the age-old argument of consistency comes back in play. But the first time Ed Meyer come across my understanding was in New Zealand. Not the previous tour, the tour before that in New Zealand. When the man played a flashing 77. I didn't watch the tour, but I was following it on cricket info, and I was like, who is this young man? Wickets were falling around as they do in New Zealand. And the man played a flashing 77. I was like, wait, who is this? And a few times after that, a few innings here and there. Honestly, I don't. Besides the fact that he messed up with his physical fitness and all of that, it is sad to see that he is out of favor with the test team, considering who we have in it right now.
I don't know what the problem is, Marlon. I don't know what the issue is. I tell you the truth. I don't know.
Considering who we have in it, because we have a revolving door in the middle order, a revolving door of mediocrity.
Exactly.
And that is putting it nicely also.
They always say you can't remove your nose despite your face, and I think we are doing this too long. Yes, understand? We're hit by and poor and concerned.
Well, I would say more so hit my than Puran, because Puran has never played Test cricket. But at this point, they need to try to rope 80 back into the test.
Yeah, man, that you they're too talented. Blackwood.
Yeah, man, and I hit my rotates right well, you know, I think tapping the ball and taking off for quick swings and stuff. So I don't see why I shouldn't be playing Test cricket.
Let me explain something to you.
At number 5. I'd much replace Kyle Mayers at number 5 in the batting lineup.
Oh, Kyle Mayers, you know, I did some checks on his stats. He has some good stats in first class, you know. He have about 2 300s, and he have a few 50s, yeah, 70 yard, 80 yard, 60 yard. So I don't think this was dropping well. I know he hasn't had a bad patch in the test team for a while, but he has some solid first class stats, man. He has I did some checks on it. He has some solid first class stats.
Yeah, I remember you sent. I think you sent them. Yeah. You were mentioning it to me today. But we need it to sort out and see. And see Clifford saying he thinks it's more than physical issue, and I have actually heard stuff pertaining to that where it doesn't necessarily, you know, it's a possibility that it's not only because of his physical fitness why he was hot, Marlon and Blackwood. You understand? But if West Indies cricket is to move on, we need to use the talented cricketers and stop the foolishness.
Yeah, because that's what happened when they brought back Bravo and Pollard in the T20 team, you know. And right. Bravo was isolated. They have him more for the India scenario.
Yeah, the Walker.
Yeah, and Pollard was a straight up T20 merchant, so to speak. So they have him off, and after Cameron and left and stuff, they say, you know, these guys are good guys. These guys are good guys. We should have them on our team. You know, they're performing. You know.
Listen, Lennox, I cannot personally. The first ball ducks with me is what to me is very problematic. Like it's bad enough that you're not scoring. The first ball ducks is indicative of somebody who is not mentally prepared to go out there.
Yeah, him confident, him low on confidence, and psychologically, it's as if he's already defeated. So they need to work. They need to work on that. They have to
Yes.
work on that.
I don't suggest alienation and say, hey,
Mm-hmm.
I personally
Away with him.
I think we should do away with Kieran Powell. Honestly, I don't think that man should play for us.
Let me explain something to you. That man don't want to play cricket. You hear?
No.
Mr. Lover, I know that is your boy, you know. But that man don't want to play cricket.
Who?
Kieran Powell.
Every boy, man, gonna sue you, you know.
No, listen. That man should never wear the maroon again.
That man don't want to play cricket. You hear me? I tell you, that man don't want to play cricket. Let me explain something to you. There is no way you can be out of a team for so long and you come back in and you know people calling for your head. And you come back in and you get in, right? You get in, and I think it was in the 20s. You get in, you see off the first change. Remember, Pakistan changed the first, they're two opening bowlers, you know. So you see off the man them already and you get in, you know. And you decide, so you're going walk and do something stupid and give away. That man don't want to play cricket, brother. That man don't want to play cricket, man.
Yes, so like I was saying, I don't think you should get the Powell treatment. I should not get the Powell treatment. But you have to take him away from the game, take him away from the firing line, because every he feels it's getting worse.
Yeah. My dig too deep of a hole.
Yes. So give him a break. Make him rebuild him confidence and then come again. But I personally think Etty should replace him at number 5. At what point they have him at number 6 and Blackwood was at number 5. It's switching around. But that is my to do when it comes to
where that is concerned.
Yeah, I was still having recycling openers for a very long time, though, you know. That's the problem. We don't have a lot of them banging on the door, so I can't fault them for giving Kieran Powell a chance, you know.
No, that is what
there was Tony Lambros. They tried in once, you know, and that Devon Thomas I've tried and failed so many times as well. There's so many. I don't know. It's really tough. It's really tough to really you cannot throw Kieran Powell, but we're gonna bring back Campbell? No.
Yeah, you see.
Devon Smith? No.
You see. That is the problem, you know, and we would have addressed it on the live here at Blackwood. That is the problem that we're having. You see, we were saying that is why they have to be rotating them back and forth because nobody's banging on the door. But the way that man, I don't know if I'm too harsh, but the man don't want to play cricket, Reggie. Not under the circumstances. Under the circumstances that man don't want to play cricket, man. That man don't want to play cricket. And you know, I heard about Mosley. And I thought he was gonna come through, you know, but he has gotten a couple of chances and I don't really see anything.
Yeah, messed up as well. Yeah.
Mr. Lover, boy, that you know.
Hey.
Yeah, Mr. Lover, tell about Mosley.
Hey. Do away with that talking there. Now mention the name there again.
Yo, the man, you know the amount of chance the man get, Virgin? Every minute, Mr. Lover under the comment, every video we put out, Mr. Lover, Shane Mosley is an opener. Mosley is an opener for the phone, you know. This is Mr. Lover, Mosley is an opener. Every game the man gets in a Virgin.
Yo, the man disappointed me in the Bangladesh of all place.
Yes.
Of all place, Bangladesh, man go and disappoint me. Yo, me done it in my youth. Yo.
Listen.
It needs to start out still.
Wait. I swear to God, I want to make Raheem Cornwall open in the test cricket than for mention anything about Shane Mosley, Kieran Powell ever again.
Yeah. Boy, I don't know. Let us just hope that this. Yeah, Marlon.
You see,
Marlon, go ahead.
I don't know what is going on with this young man. I don't know what is going on with this young man that I'm going to mention because I've never watched him play, but I've heard good things about him, and I've also heard they're not so good things surrounding him. What is going on with Alec Athens? I don't know if I'm pronouncing his first name.
I know where you're talking. I'm not sure what's happening with him. I remember I used to.
He had gotten
Hold on. Yeah, Mr. Lover.
waiting.
Why, Mr. Lover, your internet out?
I said he had gotten injured,
Mm-hmm.
and now he's recuperating. He hasn't been called back yet.
Oh, I remember hearing about him a while back, but I haven't heard anything about him recently. So he had what sort of injury was it? Are you not sure?
I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, and I'm not speaking with any authority because I hear Ian Bishop and somebody discussing this. It's like this man has been frozen out or been the forgotten man in West Indies cricket because he can't even get a contract with the regional team to play for him. Like even his own franchise is not willing to take a chance, and the young man, he's very young. The man Shubman Gill was in the same under 19 World Cup where he scored almost runs, I think.
Him score some runs, you know. Him score a good amount of runs, you know.
He was up there with Shubman Gill. I think he was in the top 3 with Shubman Gill.
He scored more than Shubman Gill.
Him score a lot of runs, man, but I don't know what going on.
That probably is one of the biggest mystery because not even the regional board is willing to take a chance on the young man.
You see, one of the first videos that I would have put up on this channel here, I spoke about the transition from under 19 to international cricket. It is broken, and we need to fix it. We need to fix it. You understand? Because we constantly do well at the under 19 level, and then the man just disappears. There's another guy that did pretty well with Hetmeyer and Poor and them in that under 19. You know,
Gilran Pope. What thing you know him? Gilran Pope.
I think Pope is his last name.
Yeah,
where's that guy? What is happening with him?
Well, I'm not sure, no. Not sure at all. But he was very good. He was very good. Batsman. Very promising.
It's weird. It's weird.
Yeah, but
the
like how we lost Jaffa Archer and Chris Jordan, like, you know. Yeah. The money management is really poor, you know. I think, I think the management of Cricket West Indies is really our responsibility to get the necessary sponsorship to fund the cricket. Because just like how the committee are talking about the fast bowling camp that they want to have for the players who perform well in CPL and on to the World Cup, you should have something for them, like a high performance center or something. Have something for them to. Yeah, so that's the thing. If you manage the talent for real, like, you have to keep them engaged and don't just leave them hanging, because if they're very talented enough, the world will see them.
That is it. Yeah, Marlon.
Blockwood, at this point, I think West Indies need to carve out at least 5% of the budget to spend on batsmen and getting batsmen. 5% of the budget, the annual budget, should be dedicated to creating batsmen. I don't want to hear anything about them fast bowling camp.
Listen here.
Yes. I think
you have a point.
We can't back.
Listen here, right?
You can't make 200 runs in one test match for real. So I really think that's tough.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's tough. You see, I think what Ian Bishop, when Ian Bishop had mentioned that, I think what he was saying is that, you know, a couple of them won't go to the World Cup. So they need to keep them together as a unit to start to not only reassure them, but to make sure that certain little things them tweak it. But I am thinking that the money is we need a batsman more. We need a batsman more. You can assign players to work with the bowlers. Like you assign a 1 or 2 coach and say, all right, take this score or 3 or 4 players and work with them. But if we're going to pump into a camp, we need to teach a man how to bat. Because the man them cannot bat. Man them can't bat, Virgin.
You have to invest money. If you have a company where one department of the company is struggling, you have to put the resources there to shore up that department. You can't be
man them can't bat
into where something that is already high performing. Listen, like I tell you, 10% of the budget should go towards creating better batsmen. That should be earmarked.
Hey. West Indies right now need at least 50 to 70% towards batting. I swear to all that.
I don't know. I don't know how much light. Well, I heard Marlon talk about a couple of them, but I don't know. I don't know how much light Mr. Lover can share on Blackwood if you are aware. But I know Mr. Lover usually keeps track of the under 19 players. I don't know how good the batsmen are. I hear about three or four of them that are extremely good. We don't want a problem. We don't want them slipping up.
Yeah, cause England watching and they want to snatch him like
Listen, if you see the scores today, Leonard, if you saw the scores of the batting lineup today,
hold on, wait.
in England,
No, man. You see, but the problem with that, you know. The problem with that. Hold on, Mr. Lover. The problem with that is that remember a lot of them are just going into foreign conditions to bat. So when we say that they can bat, you know, we're talking in comparison to the other people in the region. So we would have to take those ones that actually can bat and pump into them. You understand? Because them just gone over there still.
I was dismayed to see the binary digits in that batting lineup today. There were a few computer programmers in the batting lineup today in England.
Mr. Lover, tell me about all the man where they over England and make how much centuries and half centuries. What happened to all that man, Mr. Lover? I'll go on film.
Listen here.
Well, Mr. Lover, tell you listen on the internet gone.
in Chipotle. Okay.
West Indies.
But for me though, and the budget to the batting.
And you know this.
Oh, God.
Hold on. Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Lover. You checked out just now. God. Why, Mr. Lover, you're gone.
That the young man have. You can hear me now?
Yeah.
I was saying that young man has 8 half centuries, 6 centuries. And
hey, say the name, let me Google it.
So where is he? I don't want to know. Where is he?
He's a West Indian.
When they are England
doing? Wicket keeper batsman.
What is he in England doing? Mr. Lover sent me. Him actually send me Him actually sent me a link on Instagram. You know, you remember you sent me a link last week on Instagram with some stories about him, right?
Yeah.
So what is he doing there?
He was a part of
Mr. Lover, say the name, let me Google it.
What name again? What name again?
Imari?
I'm going to type it.
Yeah, type it in the chat.
Well, all right. In the meantime, let me read Richard Stevens. You know, one of the loyal subscribers from out of UK. There. All right, Mr. Panel, given the current Caribbean cricketing culture, just how faithful are test match, blooming cricketing conditions, how far are we away from India, New Zealand, and England? Far away. Because we're not even playing the little 4-day cricket that we usually give them to play. Not even that is being played. You hear me? Not even that is being played. So we are far away. Plus, youngsters. How would that?
Sorry, me.
Plus youngsters.
Why? I get a fight,
youngsters coming through the school level. They are not playing a lot of cricket. So that is the first thing, Richard. The regional cricket is not there. So club cricket is not there. So we are far away. Far away. So we are going to be wrapping up shortly, guys. Hopefully Marlon can come in with the stats. I don't know if he would have if he find the name of the youngster.
Put in a chat.
Oh, it's in a chat.
County cricket. He has 608 50s, and his average is about 60 something to 70 something.
How old is he?
19.
Oh man. Long time. Oh, see there. Long time, Mr. Lover, tell me about you there now. Alright, try if you can pull it up. I try to pull it up on the laptop, but no see what I'm going. Alright. Far away.
Yeah, man, because the grassroots cricket is really a big thing because I know in Jamaica it's primary school. I don't know if they do anything before primary school, but I was in grade 4 when I got my first taste, you know, and for the under 12, and then I didn't continue high school, you know, but
Yeah.
after under 12, then it's orange ball they use and the plastic wickets and all that kiddie stuff.
Kiddie cricket.
Yeah,
It is
kiddie
cricket.
cricket.
That is what.
Grassroots.
Right, but
Mhm.
but the coaches show you the whole about properly, and the coaches tell you about back and across footwork, and
I
tell you about getting into position. Yeah, all those basics, or to take a
I
guard.
I
Yeah,
can I can attest to that. You're telling the truth because I coach cricket at the not only at the high school level. I coach cricket at the primary school level, and you know I would have entered kiddies cricket competition, regular primary school cricket competition, and those are the things that we cover. We cover those things, and you know kiddies cricket we haven't had any kiddies cricket in maybe close to 3 years, so that sort of development is not there. You understand? So they're always going to be behind. Always going to be behind. Everything that you said just now, Blackwood is spot on because those are the things that I show the youngsters. How to grip
Leonard,
how to grip the bat properly and all of that. Yeah, Marlon.
all right, so this is a paragraph.
Mm-hmm.
So after scoring a boundary lead 143 on Sunday versus Oxton Cricket Club on debut, Antiguan cricketer Demari Benta
Yeah.
followed up with
Yeah,
a
man. Yeah,
class
man.
110 not out versus Rotterdam Cricket Club, smashing 12 fours and 6 sixes in 67 balls after being dropped without score.
Mm-hmm.
So, and he is one of 5 cricketers on a cricket exchange program.
Oh, is that exchange program over there, man? No.
Between
Yeah.
Antigua Cricket Board and I think the ECB. And this
Yeah,
tour was on May 17th.
Oh, you know, some Mr.
If you
Lover.
hold on, if you hold on, him good enough.
Hey, that you not come back, you know.
But the thing is, they're not.
Yeah.
What's interesting is that he's not currently a part of the setup in England.
Well, no matter, you know, because England change up some rules, you know, to get Jaffa Archer in, you know. They actually change some rules, so they can do it. Trust me, man. Those guys have money, and if they want to do something, they'll do it.
No, Blackwood, but what I'm saying, Blackwood, is that this man is performing well, but he's not in the cohort in England.
Yeah.
So he's not amongst the
You can't imagine.
eyes that are being looked at.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. He's not on the microscope.
Man.
My name again now. Marlon. Go back
Yes.
on Google and put in his overall stats. Go on his cricket team that he's playing for, and look and read the stats for the games.
This youth I need to come home, man. This youth I need to come home.
In England could have had Sheopa also, you know. Because Sheopa was on one of those scholarship.
Yeah, and I think Powell was on one of them too, you know.
Yes, Sheopa was.
Yeah, I think Sheopa was there. I'm almost certain that Kieran Powell was on one. I'm almost certain that Kieran Powell was on one of those things.
I know.
I don't know if it was an exchange program per se, but he was there. He was there at a young age playing some cricket.
Mr. Lover, I'm seeing something on the Rising Star website. Not good at all. So I wouldn't.
No. That's the local Antiguan stuff you published.
Yes,
I'm talking about
Cricket West Indies.
Oh.
But I'm not seeing.
No. I'm saying
let me
the
try
cricket
to find
team that he played for in England, the cricket team that he played for. Look it up and tell us his stats.
So when he played, you mean he's no longer in England at the moment?
I think he's still there, but they might have finished playing for now, or on a break or something.
Because it would be weird for him to not be in England right now and not be in that squad because the guys are playing in England
And him have experience over there and thing.
Exactly.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. But I want wanted to finish up the point I was making. That what they can do, you know, cricket lessons can have a thing where they work with the youngsters at the grassroots, and they have some competition as well, and kind of it was a competition is also a way to promote sponsors and encourage them to fund the things, you know. So I think they need to have some more kiddie stuff and high school type of thing, you know, because if I find a cricketer at 19 at age 19, as a committee, I agree with them. A 19-year-old already bent in their ways already. There's not much
exactly
coaching you can do to a 19-year-old man, you know. So, but if you find a 12, 13-year-old kid, you can say, "Come here, youngster," and you can teach them a lot. So I think really and truly, that's where the bulk of the money really has to be spent, you know. So we can go back to the glory days of the Clive Lies and the Viv and those greats.
Hold on, guys. Richard Stevens is over there in England, you know, and he just dropped a comment. He's saying that his club said that that he has been doing well and has a bright future. A talented batsman, wicket keeper. They say. Hold on, they said that is his club. Bingham CC. Yeah.
So after 37 games, 33 innings, listen now, 11 knockouts, 1,593 runs, the highest 37, an average of 72. 950s, 100s.
So why are you there over England? Why am over there now?
The man have 493. The man have 647 and 1 duck. The man has scored 26.92% of his team runs.
What? Yeah. You know, say it's a good while now. Mr. Lover telling me about him, you know. But I just didn't get a chance to look.
Cup games, Lennox. Cup games. 6 cup games, 6 innings. 1 not out. Runs, 211. A high score of 64, average of 42.
What?
250s?
No, man.
No, we need to have a man like that now in system, man.
Rising. We're not supposed to bowl to that man then in the next couple of years, you know. We're not supposed to bowl to him playing for England. That man, they need to get that man back out there ASAP, Bridget. We know on 2-3 years or no. We see our bowlers are running and a bowl to that man. It can't work like that, Bridget.
Listen.
Man.
When India found Tenduka, India put him. He had a baptism of fire against West Indian fast bowlers. And people were scared that they would have killed him.
The youth started at 16, you know?
Yes, at 16. People were scared for his life as a 16-year-old. The man had a baptism of fire. Listen, put the young man them in the position because we are seeing guys failing.
No, man.
Look what Jaden is.
Exactly. No, man.
19, so yeah.
Them need to bring in that youth. Them need to bring in him.
We need to see other people fail in West Indies. You know, we're tired of seeing the same failures.
Same recycle. Same recycle thing over and over.
Wait. Go back. Then close to the bond.
Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Lover, which comment?
The previous one, not this one, the one before.
So, sports about it. What is the last Headley Cup play in Jamaica?
A lot. Probably 2019.
2019. Okay.
And Grey Shield, maybe 2019. I don't remember any going on in 2020.
So after Headley Cup, what happened? The guys just join a club and then try to make Jamaica team.
After Headley Cup, it depends if you are in Kingston, if you are in the Kingston area. Even well, Headley Cup are country. But Grey Shield, if you are in the Kingston area, if you're good enough to play Headley Cup, most of them would have already been playing for Lucas and Kensington and those clubs, and then they will play Senior Cup or Junior Cup and then try and make a under 19 team or Jamaica team or whatever the case may be. But
okay,
we're not getting much cricket.
Yeah,
even about 2.
I remember years ago, you have a guy named Shakaya Thomas that made a triple century, and I never heard about a guy for you know.
Shakaya Thomas played a lot of cricket for Michael. He and Nkrumah Banner. Shakaya Thomas and Nkrumah Banner they played for Michael University in the intercollegiate. I remember when I was going to GC Foster College, we had games against them. They won everything. Shakai and Nkrumah Banner, they won everything at the intercal level. But after that, we don't really hear anything more about Thomas. I'm not sure what's happening with him.
Okay.
But what about another player like Andre Query?
Andre Query injury beat him left, right, and center all over the place. He captain Homewood, coming out of Homewood. He played a lot of cricket and I think he even captain West Indies under 19 team, if I'm not mistaken. I think so. And after that, he had a lot of injury. The coach that is currently, I think he's a part of the Jamaica setup now. His name is Query too. Or Coley, Andre Coley. When he just got the job at the Jamaica, coaching, working with the Jamaicans, I heard from good sources that he was actually trying to rope him back in, but the injuries just threw him off. And I think he was playing a lot of cricket over there in America. You know, those summer cricket, but the talent just went. The talent went, yeah. The talent just went down the drain. You understand? And it has happened to a lot of cricketers.
Yeah, because you have like Xavier Marshall, where I think he's in the US now. I play for
him,
US.
Yes, him is a different story. Okay. Xavier Marshall is a different story. Eh?
You have the scoop, Lennox.
I don't hear
you. You have the scoop on Xavier Marshall.
Yeah, man, it's a different story. I said, Virgin, all right, we do a video about him. Let me tell you, the man, all I will tell you, Xavier Marshall is from Senton, and I am from Senton also. Here, that's the only thing I will say. But he's currently in America playing some cricket here, and things. Yeah, probably. Let me say this. You see, like how Sheldon Cottrell went through the army and got a chance to play for West Indies cricket. Maybe if that youngster had gone through the army, he would still be playing for West Indies now, based on the how the army treat people, based on how the army would do it. You guys know what I'm talking about. They would work on him. Probably would still be playing for West Indies. Okay. You understand? Based on the discipline and all of that. You understand? Yeah, I remember the first time I saw that youngster playing against Australia. I got a 62 against Brett Lee. The first time I saw him, I was at
The weird thing, is that cricket has not been a sport that attracted indisciplined players, Football is where you find the indisciplined players.
Especially in Jamaica, exactly.
Especially in Jamaica. I'm talking exclusively about Jamaica, guys. I've been around far more footballers than I have been around cricketers. And Jamaica are some of the most indisciplined footballers you can think of.
You are correct. You are correct.
But cricket
right now
attract those characters. So I think, well, we have a few indisciplined guys in the cricket.
We have a few. We have a few that I know of that even after match, all they go and do is And we're not talking about energy. We're not talking about sports drink and energy drink.
We're talking about Gatorade.
And Gatorade. So you understand. But as I always say, guys, you can't want something for a man more than how he wants it. And you can't carry the horse or the water. You can't force him to drink it. You understand? It's just that West Indies cricket will always suffer because of poor decisions that talented players make. You understand? And it's I doubt it is something that we have that we are struggling with now, because there are players back. I'm sure there are players in the past that would have done the same thing. You understand? And it needs to be fixed. We can't continuously lose our good players because of situations like these. You understand?
Yeah, what I think that there is, and the other countries in the world, I think they have a proper system for youngsters to come through. A more coordinated thing where you can see a very direct path from being a little primary school youngster to international cricket. And the sponsorship follows through as well. That means we have community cricket. I think we have T20 cricket in Jamaica.
Yeah, SDC,
right. But what I'm saying, I'm not sure what the connection between SDC cricket and the collegiate cricket with the Headley and Grey Shield and the club cricket with the Jamaica Cricket Board, and then finally, I'm not sure if there's a clear sponsorship and coordinator approach where that is concerned. Where like we say, okay, these are some guys that are really doing well, and we're focusing on these guys and thing. I think that type of coordinator approach, because whenever the resources are pulled together, it's a much better use of the resources. So that, the sponsorship is there and money is there. You can buy the gears, they can do the necessary thing that has to be done. But everybody's doing their own thing now. Everybody have a little change.
Everybody have a little thing. Let me tell you this. You see, before the pandemic, I can't speak before the pandemic. I don't know what will happen after. But where primary school cricket is concerned, I can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. Scotiabank was actually sponsoring it, and 2 seasons before the pandemic, we had no competition because they cut it.
Really?
And it's because
no competition. So no under 12.
I tell you, I coach a primary school, and I tell you, no competition. No competition in 2018, none in 2019. Yeah.
One of the problems we have is that there is a lack of care about cricket in Jamaica, and this is why. And I remember World Tracy said it, I like World Tracy most of the times. He said that the president for Jamaica Cricket Association is one of the most underperforming presidents. Yes, he said it categorically. And listen,
I don't even like the man, Bridget.
This man is under no pressure. I don't even know him. Listen, Ricketts, for all the things that people say about Ricketts is constantly being evaluated every day. And Ricketts is, people are always
no, isn't heaven not the heaven in name, man?
Billy Heaven. No, it was
Ricketts.
We'll put Billy Heaven. He was talking about before.
Oh, okay.
The current president for is he still the president?
I think I will put Billy Heaven.
Yeah, Billy Heaven is the current president.
No pressure whatsoever, and Jamaica cricket is sliding into the gutter. The man is under no pressure.
Let me tell you, them man is under no pressure. First thing, you see where kiddies cricket is concerned, it wasn't even organized by JCA. Let me tell you, they probably had another one where some primary school and I think some all-age school were involved in. But where kiddies cricket is concerned, where the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11-year-old can really develop, that thing was really coordinated by Scotiabank and a guy run by Lucas Cricket Club. What's his name? The Breeze, Mr. Breeze. You see from Mr. Breeze left?
Yes.
Garrett Breeze.
Garrett Breeze.
Or
Brian Breeze. No, Brian Breeze. His father, man. It's the father that was in charge. Which one used to play for Jamaica? Garrett Breeze, right?
Garrett Breeze used to play for Jamaica.
All right. Brian Breeze is the man that was in charge, and he left Lucas Cricket Club. I am telling you, this is something that I know. That is where we played in 2017 and 16 when I played when I took my youth to play kiddies cricket. All our games were played at Lucas Cricket Club. Brian Breeze was in charge of Lucas Cricket Club, and he was the coordinator between Scotiabank. He was organizing it, and since he left, things started to fall away. I don't know how many persons will remember a gentleman that I brought on the program about a couple months ago. Maybe Marlon will remember him. His name is Marlon also. Yes. I think he's the first guest that I brought on. A very good friend of mine. He's a coach and a teacher, and he's in charge, right? Not saying since Brian Breeze, it was handed over to him, but Scotiabank pulled their thing, and then JC I think was supposed to take over, and I coordinate with that same guy Marlon, and he's always giving me information, and we don't see it coming through right now. You understand? We don't see any cricket coming through, and it's because of JC. I can tell you that. I can say that much. You hear I tell you?
Listen, the man needs a better job, honestly, because
the man is doing nothing at all. Nothing. You hear me tell you? Nothing.
Listen,
you hear me tell you?
I remember, and this is the same time when Andre Curry was in high school, when Jamaica cleaned up everything at under 19 level.
All right.
Limited overs, everything. I mean, clean up. And everybody was like, wow, Jamaica doing well now. And I mean,
All right.
since then, Jamaica can't win a regional game.
All
I
right.
mean, we are the whipping boys in 40 cricket now.
We had Tamara Lambert that won 5 titles, and then after that, I don't know if we win anything else.
Well, Lennox,
Can't remember.
I have my beef with Tamara Lambert as a cricketer.
No, listen no, no.
Listen,
I'm not going to say the man is the best cricketer and the best fit man where physical fitness is concerned. But you see this?
Well, they got the results, you know. You got the results.
Yeah, you see this?
it is up
He
there.
had a good core of players, you know. We're talking about Danza Hayat, Nikita Miller.
Nikita Miller.
He had
And in that crowd.
who else again?
Carter
He had a-
Bass.
Corona also.
He had Carton Bar, he had a big fast bowler that was supposed to play for West Indies. I don't know what happened. Richards, I think what was his name?
I had Odin, the spinner called Odin.
Odin Simit, Odin Brown, I think his
Brown.
name is
Nikita Miller.
Nikita Miller. He had Nikita Miller, he had Brendan Parch, he had a couple of guys. But here, he had a good cricketing brain. He had a good cricketing brain. You understand? Yeah. So what is your beef with him now, Marla?
Why the man don't look like an athlete, man? Man don't look like an athlete. I don't like this. The aesthetics. I can't get past the aesthetics. I really can't.
Yeah, it rough. Rough.
Yeah. But I think really and truly though, it's almost a management issue, you know. In my if you're managing a company or anything at all, funding and getting sponsorship, you know, that's one of the main things to keep the thing going. Because as I said before, 2 years before COVID, they stopped playing under 12. You know, that's a very bad thing because
no cricket at all.
That means it's really Great Shield and Ellie Cup is really the first taste of cricket. Yeah,
Exactly.
and that's not good because as a youngster, you learn to slide the bat properly, so you don't make the mistake that Paul made. You learn to hold the bat properly. You learn to do long bar catching, and you learn how to catching the slip. I set the hands on properly. As a youngster, those are things you learn as a youngster.
Virgin, every time I remember what Paul do, he hurt me. You see, at the under 12 level, when I coach my youth, them do something like that. Carry them on my football training, and they carry them on my football training, and then pump football till they 6.
Relax, I don't think we could really talk about that anymore. That we are.
Yeah, we can't milk it anymore. But I understand.
No, that's not make the point. Say the under 12.
But me understand. Yeah, at that level, them supposed to learn them stuff.
Yeah, because at 19, you cannot have a commentators saying somebody playing international cricket. So man, they don't have the proper. They're not moving their feet.
Yeah, you know, look good.
That. That's under 12 stuff. You're back on a cross and you have a long stride if you negate this swing and them something. Yeah, like all them things, and you know. So it's a point for international cricket to making certain elementary mistakes and stuff, and the footwork issue and the different strategies that bowlers use, the Yorker and the sharp ball strategy, and to move the field around and the ball opposite to the field to trick you. Like a lot of those things, like players should learn coming through.
Yeah, man. But boy, peeps, we are pulling plug, you know. We are gonna pull it plug. The discussion nice. But I'm gonna say if me sample some of that dinner there with wifey cooking, you know, cause I barely a roll.
Alright.
Yes, man. So
but Blackwood, it was indeed a pleasure to have you on. You know, you're always in the comment section. You want to tell us where you're joining us from?
Oh, well, Tone.
Kingston. Oh, Tone. All right, Blackwood there in Kingston. Now we don't know Marland down in the Clarendon region already, but all in all, guys, it was a very fruitful discussion. You know, school open back next week, but still gonna try and see, you know, if we can do the live in my evening time and see if we can continue make the thing alive, you know. But to the listeners that you know, I saw the comments coming in, but I just was not able to read it. You know it go when we're having the guys on the panel. But once again, Marlon and Blackwood and Mr. Lover that was on. You know, I do appreciate it, and you know, as per usual, just continue to stay tuned and tell a friend about the channel. Zid, big up on yourself. I'm out.
As usual.
Yeah, up.
Bless up. So